car crashes. They've been the historic killers of our time. On average, there are almost 6 million car accidents a year in America. Whether big or small accidents, that is a big number. But before you get too scared to jump into a car ever again, only 1% of car crashes are deadly. But how are people safe in a car crash? Well, automobiles are equipped with the most high-end safety standards all throughout the car, so that you don't have to worry about that one dumb guy who cuts you off at an intersection. If you hit someone in the front of the car crumples and absorbs most of the impact like a spring, taking all that energy for you. Think about it this way. If you were to just fly into a wall at 60 miles an hour, your body would go from 60 miles an hour to 0 miles an hour in nearly an instant. This would be too much for you or for your organs to handle, and you'd probably be squashed. But if you had something in front of you, instead of you squashing, the thing in front of you will squash, leaving you unscathed. We call these things crumple zones, and they are on every single car today. Another safety feature most cars have is airbags. Think about this like a crumple zone in your car. Instead of your face squashing against the steering wheel, their airbag squashes for you. Finally, you best be thankful that you have seatbelts, because they keep you in your car so that you don't fly out of the car and get squashed that way. Cars are designed to squash and keep you from squashing. If you look at the older cars, their crumple zones, airbags, and seatbelts were quite primitive. But because cars were slower, it wasn't that important. But now, we have many cars that go 100 miles an hour and more. As speed in modern cars has increased, so has safety. Look at that squash zone. Look at that squash zone. Although squash zones are great, there are newer safety features in newer cars, like automatic brakes to stop you when the car senses danger if you don't. These type of new safety features can be very helpful, so car manufacturers are very intentional in advertising them to you. After all, who wouldn't want a safety car? However amazing safety in cars gets, it is a sad reality that there will always be a little bit of risk. But the most effective way to stay safe in an accident is to avoid one altogether, and you can take many steps to lower your chance to get into an accident. The Maryland Department of Transportation Motor Vehicle Administration has a new highway safety campaign to help spread awareness of how you can be a safer driver. Some ways to decrease the risk of being in a car accident include to be focused, to share the road, and give others space. Look twice before turning, and never drink and drive. Because me and my friends love car safety, we decided to design our own car to demonstrate how car safety features work. Here is our car, the first of many in our new line of TLC cars. The most beautiful piece of machinery on the planet. Look at those yellow stripes and the aerodynamic shape. A retractable roof, anybody?
Wait, but how does it work?
I'm glad you asked. Basically, our goal was to design a car that would keep this egg safe in a crash. So we decided to get inspiration from two of modern day car safety features, the airbag, and you guessed it, the squash zone. We started with the squash zone, of course, and decided to create 4 cardboard circles which are naturally squishy. One circle on its own doesn't do much, but with 4, it was squashing quite nice. We then built the car and made a little seat for the egg to sit in. Then, in order to simulate real airbags, we placed a bunch of squishy material right in front of the egg. Now, we know what you're thinking. No, the car does not have a TV. But you might also be wondering, does it work? Let's test it! But before it goes down, we need to explain what's happening here. At the top of the ramp, the car has a lot of potential energy, because once we release the car, the force of gravity is going to push the car down the ramp. By the time the car gets to the end of the ramp, it's gathered so much momentum from this cumulative force that naturally the momentum will try to keep the car moving forward, even though it hits the wall. Similarly, all the potential energy that was present at the top of the ramp has now turned into kinetic energy, so the car is about to hit the wall with so much energy and momentum that when it hits the wall, it all has to go somewhere. This forward-moving energy is going to cause the crash structure to shrink, as hopefully the energy gets dissipated throughout the car, because the last thing we want is the energy to go to the egg and crack it. Alright, let's watch the crash. The airbags caught the car like a mother catching a baby, and look at that squish! But you know what? That was easy. Let's try even higher. Higher! Higher! Uh-oh, wait, the car fell. Did we put side airbags? Oh, this isn't looking good. Oh, I'm scared. Oh wait, the egg survived. And that, my friends, is why although there are millions of car crashes, only 1% of people die. Because of the squash zone. And with that, keep on squashing and get our car. Look at this brochure, by the way. So beautiful. What a beautiful brochure. Oh my goodness. Man, the TLC group. insane. I would buy from them any second. I mean, wouldn't you? Yeah, I would buy from them. Yeah, man. Oh, man. The TLC group. Lovely people, man. They should get 100 on this project, eh? Yeah, they should. Yeah. I'm glad you agree with me.